So what have we got? We've got new Warhammer Plus animations.
Okay.
This is one of the ones that they put in the trailer like 2 years ago when they first launched it.
Right.
It actually looked like it was going to be like more Astartes level animations.
Oh, okay.
We won't watch the whole thing, but like you can skip ahead. Do you see what I mean? Like it's like a higher quality, like CG thing. Looks like Dark Eldar and Imperial Guard, but I guess Iron Warriors turn up at some point, given the name of it.
Blammo.
Oof.
Oof.
Jeez, you got to be a good shot to hit a jet bike with a las cannon.
Yeah. Oh, spinning. That's a good trick.
That is a good trick. Did they do that one just for themselves? I don't think it made them a harder target.
No, because they just stayed flying in a direct straight line towards the boys.
Well, this might be good. This might be worth subscribing for a month. You know, give it a couple of months when all the episodes are out, and then binge it in one weekend. Looks kind of cool.
Okay, sure. Iron Within.
Knifey.
Wow. Okay. Sure. Cool. Animation.
Why not? Looks fun. Oh, yeah, there's an Iron Warrior. He got tusks.
Okay. It was Guard versus Iron Warriors versus Deldar.
Apparently so. Oh, they got the breaches though.
They're cool.
Why can't you get those in 40k? They look so cool.
Yeah, I really like them. That's just a great look. Really cool style. I don't know. It feels like they should be in 40k.
I mean, I guess Heresy wants to keep some stuff for itself, but
Over the last 10,000 years, did they forget how to make shields?
apparently, except for Terminators.
Right, okay. They don't know how to make them light enough for a power armor guy to pick up a shield. Okay. Sure.
The thing that really bothers me about the rules for them in Heresy is that they just give you like a 5-up invulnerable save, right?
Right.
Which means they are worthless against small arms fire.
Oh.
You already have a 3-up save, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I've got this massive shield. It only protects me from las cannons. Everything else makes no difference at all.
Yeah, you'd think that it'd be really good versus small arms.
Yeah.
And not so good versus las.
Yeah, I feel like the las cannon would blow straight through it, but everything else, much more protection. It literally does the opposite of what you think it would.
Yeah, that's just a bit of a thematic goof.
Yeah, hate that.
Okay, sure. Good job. Oh, do they have the Felix and Gotrek through the ages?
Yeah, they've only done like two sets of models, haven't they? The OG.
They did the Forge World set. Was it Forge World? Or was it, So they're the OG, which are classics.
They are great
Like,
models.
real good, old school minis. Big fan.
They're iconic, really.
That's the new one, which I quite like. I'm quite into.
Why didn't they do a Felix?
Felix is dead.
What?
Felix died.
When?
End times.
Oh, shit. He didn't get to write his book. That was the whole thing. He was going to write down all of...
He was gonna,
Got
yeah, he owed
adventures.
him a blood debt because he got saved, and so he was like, I'll write your stories down.
Shit.
And he died.
Rip.
Because Gotrek is a god now.
Yeah, he's literally like one of the dwarven gods, wasn't he?
Like, he embodies the god. He's like their avatar or something like that. But they did this set.
Oh, cool. Are they all like side characters from the books?
Yeah, so that's Snorri. That's like, God, I don't know, Ivanka, like his Felix's girlfriend. And was that Max? Max Wizard Power or something. Ulrika, that was it.
Okay. Could Felix be a Stormcast? Aren't they the dead souls of awesome heroes reincarnated or something?
Yeah, but you've got to be like a real badass. Maybe he's a Stormcast.
How many books was he in?
Well,
Quite a lot of
it's,
books, right?
you know.
Or was he always off just fucking and lucking out rather than being a big...
He's still pretty fighty, right?
He had the blade of silvered steel or something?
Something like that. But yeah, in the books he could like do a bit of killy. What happened to Felix Jaeger? Did Felix become a Stormcast? There's a little drop down. Like, hopefully that. Felix is believed to have possibly become one. Great.
So sure.
So
you want him to be.
They have no memory of the event. It's a bit like, you know, you know, oh, Daniel Craig was a stormtrooper in Star Wars. Like, great, sure, whatever. Like, it does not change anything when there's just like a big line of stormtroopers.
Died off screen.
Boom, planet explodes.
So many characters just died off screen, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, no one really got a good send off.
So what's next up? What else have we got?
We got this is for you, Tom. They've got a new scenario for Necromunda.
Boom.
That's the rolling road.
Best scenario ever.
Cool. That's fun. If you've got a big choo-choo train, you can play the best kind of Mad Max game there is. The rolling road scenario.
Yeah, like is always a great scenario, and yeah, kind of fun. They're doing that. Like, I'm still not super into the Necromunda Ash Wastes stuff.
Even though you love like Mad Max post-apocalyptic vehicle stuff, right?
Yeah, I think it's just I don't need to see those gangs out in the wild, each with their complete wacky own way of traveling around.
It feels a bit forced, doesn't it?
It really feels a bit forced. Like
if it was just two gangs, one with trucks and one with bikes or something like that, would that feel a bit more?
Yeah, I think I'd be a little more into that. Or just bring back Gorka Morka or something. Do that. But like Escher, they all have jet bikes, whereas Orlocks are like no jet bikes. We have little trikes, and like the Goliaths have weird big meat grinder bikes.
Yeah,
it's like, why are their vehicles so
radically different?
Yeah, you think that if jet bike tech existed
and was accessible by scumbag gangsters,
yeah, you'd be more likely to use that.
Yeah, it's fucking weird that they can have jet bikes when like Space Marines can't.
No. Not allowed. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, just thematically it doesn't like super fit for me. Keep those gangs indoors where they belong.
Space Marine tank, Tom.
Sweet Space Marines. Oh man, love Space Marines.
Remember how this thing existed for 10 years? Well, now it's in plastic.
Pew pew, love it.
Mega laser.
Is this the little babby one?
This
or
is
this
the big one. I always like tank destroyers. They look cool.
Yeah, me too. Real good. What's the old guard one? The laser tank destroyer?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like a Russ with no turret and a big laser coming out of the...
Man,
hull.
like, I really wanted that when I was a kid. But that was like Forge World, and
yeah,
it's like...
double the price of a regular
car. And just could never afford it. But, like, oh man, loved it. Loved that design.
Yeah, what was that called?
I think it was called just the laser tank destroyer.
That
guy, yeah.
Yeah, it's just called the Destroyer.
Oh,
cool.
man.
I loved when Forge World used to do this sort of like realistic photography.
Yeah, it was great. Like, just everything was so dusty, and kind of the photos were kind of a bit low res, and they looked
like they're taken off some kind of battlefield camera. Or something.
Yeah, like really, really cool. Like super evocative.
Yeah, the old Imperial Armor book.
Was really real good.
These ones, they had a lot of those kind of pictures.
Yeah, like really, really nice art, really good, really cool design.
Yeah, I really like these books. They were very expensive, but they did. They used to treat like the campaign that it was about, like it was an actual historical war.
Yeah,
it felt like a source book for that period.
Yeah, exactly. Like it really felt like one of those sort of like Osprey books. Or